What is up, YouTube world? It's Jay Coffee Talk back again with another one. I want to get right into this, but real quick, guys, make sure to smash the like and sub to the channel if you have not done so yet. But more importantly, join the discussion, because this channel is all about hearing what the people got to say. But I saw something interesting in the news, and that is, NBA owner Mark Cuban, owner of the Mavericks, did an interview recently and was saying he's hoping that the NBA will change their current rules, regarding the national anthem, and, allow players to have leeway, to, interlock arms, take a knee, raise an arm in the air, or, whatever they feel basically during the national anthem. And, I'm just curious to know what everyone out there, thinks about this. With everything going on in the world right now, I'm just kind of thinking out loud. This is something I've covered on the channel, quite a few times in different videos. And, we already know with the NFL, years back when Colin Kaepernick started protesting taking a knee, the NFL was not cool with it, I guess we'll say, originally. And, there's a lot of controversy, in society. A lot of people felt a lot of different ways about this. But then we've seen, recently, Roger Goodell came out, made a statement and said, they are going to support this peaceful protest now. Now, something I always bring up whenever I discuss this topic is that I've spoke to a lot of veterans, who support the protest, and then a lot of, vets don't support the protest. I almost want to say it's down the middle, 50-50. Now, that might blow a lot of people's minds, you know what I mean? A lot of people would probably say, yo, Jay, you're crazy. These combat veterans, that's disrespectful to them. Well, you'd be surprised. I've really, heard a lot more vets support it than you would think, honestly. Like, for real, from people I've spoke to, it's just about 50-50. But just know I'm thinking out loud. I want to know what you guys think. As always, like I always say on this channel, and I said in the beginning of this video, I want to hear what the people got to say. Let's discuss it in the comments. That's what this platform's all about. Now, since 1981, the NBA has had a rule in place, that says during the national anthem, all players, coaches, trainers, have to stand with a dignified posture at the foul line. And, I'm kind of paraphrasing here. You could go check out Mark Cuban's full interview yourself if you'd like, or, you may have already seen it. But basically, some of the things, that he was saying is that, to him, the players feeling strongly about this, is just, in his opinion, a reflection, of their commitment to this country. Because, with all this discussions that always go on and all the controversy that always swirls around this national anthem topic, as I stated, a lot of veterans that I spoke to that actually support this more than you would think, a lot of them have said, Jay Coffee, America's all about freedom. And, this country is different than other countries. That's why we're proud to have fought for Americans to have the freedom that they have. So basically, some of the things Mark Cuban was saying, it's just got me, curious to know what everyone out there thinks, because it was almost kind of like he's saying things are changing in this country. We've evolved past, things aren't going to be the same anymore. You know what I mean? And he was also saying, being that the NBA is kind of all about the players, it should be more about what the players want. And, basically, there's no harm in all this. You know what I mean? So it's just got me thinking, like, is this country all about freedom? Shouldn't it should this not be a big deal? Should it be a big deal? Like, what do you guys think about, you know, what Mark Cuban's saying here, what I'm saying? What do you think will happen? Do you think, you know, that the NBA will change? Do you think that all sports will change, you know, their current rules and policies on the national anthem and things like that? Like, what do you think will happen, and what is your opinion on what should happen? You know, something that was interesting that I was speaking with someone about recently was how, regardless of where people stand on certain issues, I think all people can agree that there's a lot of things, you know, that maybe need to be reformed or changed. You know what I mean? And with all the different things going on, protests against the police and stuff like that, you know, I'm seeing a lot of proposals where people are saying, you know, the community should be involved with you know, the police. Like, rules need to change, and the police, or I'm sorry, in the community needs to interact with the police. So I don't know how exactly that would work. If, you know, maybe the community would elect people who would interact with the police, and they would have meetings on certain things and stuff like that. And I really think that's a good idea. You know, things need to change for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, this country is all about freedom, right? And about the people. So why shouldn't the people have a reasonable say in things? You know what I mean? And a lot of people may say, well, people can vote. Okay, you can vote, but what you know, people say, oh, every vote counts and stuff like that. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, shouldn't people have more say in what goes on around them, you know, rules that affect them specifically right in their own city and community? I mean, for so long, it's just kind of been, there's a lot of rules in place and people just don't question them, you know, and there's been a lot of people that do their job and might not necessarily agree with their job and feel that things are wrong, and they always just go, hey, I'm just doing my job. You know what I mean? So it's just got me thinking about, I know you guys keep hearing me saying that in this video, but it just has me thinking about a lot. You know, has this country been running on outdated rules and just everything for so long? You know, I mean, I saw a Joe Rogan stand up where he was saying that like, if, you know, people came back from the dead and were here in modern days, they would be like, you guys didn't write anything new. You left everything the same. Like, you're still going by the same stuff from before. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This just all has me thinking. But, you know, like how I was saying, where a lot of people are proposing that the community should have more interaction and in meetings and say so, you know, with the police. When it comes to sports, like what Mark Cuban's saying here, it should be all about the players. Like, do you agree with that? Like, what are your thoughts on this as a whole? I just want to go over a couple quotes here from this interview, you know, before I close this video out. But like I said, everyone just get up in the comments. I'm just thinking out loud. This platform's all about hearing from the people. So get up in them comments. What do you think will happen? What do you think should happen? What are your thoughts on just this whole conversation as a whole? But a couple quotes I want to go over here. Mark Cuban said, hopefully we'll readapt, and hopefully we'll allow players to do what's in their heart, whether it's holding an arm up in the air, whether it's taking a knee. And then he also said, I think this is more a reflection of our players' commitment to this country and the fact that it's so important to them that they're willing to say what's in their heart and do what they think is right. So, I don't know, you know, times are changing. Life in America as an American is changing. And, you know, what are your thoughts about this as a whole? Look forward to hearing what you guys got to say in the comments. Like I said, make sure to sub to the channel, hit the notification bell. We got daily videos on music, sports, news, current events, and much more. It's Jay Coffee Talk signing out. I'll catch you guys on the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.